2, 1, go!
What's happened to that? I don't know what was going on. Welcome to CBBS, apparently. We're not doing CBBS, we're doing a video. Football Manager 2017. It's nearly over. But it's not over quite yet, and you join me here, where Spal 2K13 are top of Serie A. We currently sit at a very comfortable 5 points ahead of Juventus, who do have a game in hand, so that would obviously minimise if they win their match. And things for us are looking pretty good. Sebastian Spira and Dorian Heisser are scoring goals for fun, and the rest of our side are playing pretty well too. On the average ratings, by the way, Milan have their top goal scorer. I have my fullbacks alongside him, so that sort of says everything you need to know. Sebastian Spira also, despite being top goal scorer, top assist maker so far this year. Now, since we last met, a couple of games after that win against Zenit yesterday, and I'll run you through them. So we started things off with a 2-0 win over Udinese, Sebastian Spira and Scrivani getting a goal. Doesn't score that often, but when he does, it's a joy. And a dominant possession game for a 61%. It seems to be a theme against some of the lesser sides in Serie A. Only AC Milan and Inter Milan, of course, has real problems this year, I feel. And also, we followed that up with a 4-0 victory over Palermo. Really good win for us. 56% possession, not quite as many or as much as the first game, but you can see that strike force combining. Dorian with 2, Centano and Spira on the 58th minute got 1-2. 3 assists with Sebastian Spira in this game, and between him and Heisser there was 3 goals and 4 assists. So in a 4-0 win, in my opinion, that's pretty good. And I love them both. Now today, we face Bayern Munich in a game that will decide the winner of Group B in the Champions League. Sebastian Spira has scored goals for fun in this competition and has a really high average rating as well. And us and Bayern Munich currently locked on 13 points apiece. So the winner will indeed, as I say, top the group. We then follow that up with a game against Pescara Calcio. If you look at the Serie A table once again, you can see they're in 5th position, one of the better sides. And the joys of this really is that it's a home game, so it won't be a square pitch. Right then, let's get into this game against Bayern Munich, and Derek is back. Indeed then, if you look at the team for today's game, you can see that Rico will be in goal, Bellanova, Scrivani, Diaz and Barloco at the back. Peret plays just in front, the man obviously on loan, and Derek and Centano come back into the middle and form a partnership once again. We're struggling a little bit for fitness. I forgot to bloody rest the team, didn't I? Correa plays just in front with Heisser and Spira up top. Spicer delivering the goods recently after that one game against AC Milan where it's a bit of a... It's a shame it happened. If we could ignore it, then I think we all would. Right, Bayern Munich, last time we played them, it was 0-0. This time we're away from home. They're playing a quite an attacking formation. You've got to say, Renato Sanchez in there, Octavio too, Gelson Martins, and this Oliveira chap, Emmanuel Oliveira, who... he's pretty good at scoring goals. Does it pretty regularly. Actually, he's been around a little bit when you look at that. Where's he been? West Brom, Velez, Red Bull Leipzig, and now 6 in 11 for Bayern Munich after a £50 million transfer. Mats Hummels still in the side as well at 35 years of age. Not the quickest. I think he will struggle with Spira and Heisser today. David Alaba, though, 32, still looks as good as he ever has been. Right then, let's get into this. I'm excited. Kevin Volland on the bench, so well out of the way. Kevin Volland, of course. My kryptonite. Actually, in fairness, it's Kevin Volland or square pitches. It's one of those. Or it's just both. Right, team top's gone relatively well as we get out for this game. They're in the red, as you'd probably suspect, and we are in the white and blue of the famous Spal kit. As Bellanova, I mean, that's what you want to see. A minute into the game, Bellanova, a roaring challenge to win it back. And right then, I'd really like to top the group, so this is an important match. Ball's played in early, and Matt Hummels with the header, and it's headed off the line. Scrivani brings it forward, plays it to Dorian Heisser. We set up a counter-attack here. It's a really good chance for Bayern Munich, but you know what we're like. Pace of Dorian Heisser, Spira in the centre. It's shut down though. Well, Dorian didn't move for a second there, and I started to panic. This is a good test though. Away at Bayern, as Peret flies the ball in, it falls to him again on the edge of the box. I mean, if you could get that on target, it would have been a certain goal. But yeah, this is going to be one of those tougher tests. These are the sort of calibre of teams we were playing in the knockout rounds. We're already certain to be in there, but it's whether our goal-scoring pair can be supplied with the ammunition to score as many goals as possible. As Peret finds Sebastian Spira, Hummels goes through the back of him, and now it's Correa back to Peret, and we're controlling the game nicely in their half as Centano, a little bit of pressure on him, finds Peret again, but he's always got an option to pass to. So what I quite like about the team, we often work in triangles with the way we set up with this diamond formation. Correa now into Derek, and he's got one of the triangles to pick out. He finds Dorian Heisser, he finds Sebastian Spira, and that, my friends, was a wonderful team goal for us to all enjoy. Loads of passes in that. In fact, I'm interested to know how many. I might even go back and look through to find out how many. In fact, I am going to do that. Hang on. 13, 14, 15. So it's on the 15th pass. Sebastian Spira finished it off. Really nice team goal. Enjoyed that a lot. Right then, 1-0 up away at Bayern. you don't change anything, do you? I mean, that's what we can take from this. Standard Fluid has been working out really well. Standard, I think, and I've said this before on previous series, it's one of the most underrated instructions you can put. Oh, no, he's at the bar. Oh, you see it lined up there and you think it's a certain goal. But no, I think Standard is one of the most underused, maybe. But best mentalities to use, I'm a massive fan of it. I think the idea, and it sounds so simple, right, that it balances risk and reward, and maybe it's sometimes too conservative, and sometimes you can apply pressure when you need to, and often you need to sit back when you need to. Hence, it gives you the option of not being an all-out attacking team that has to change it radically. You're just sort of moving it left or right, or almost. You know what I mean by that? Moving it left and right, moving it right to counter or left to attack. You know what? Okay, still 1-0. Half an hour to go, and Bayern Munich have they had a throw deep in our half. Correa knocks it forward, and this sets up a very Spal-esque goal as Dorian Heiser has got space to move into. Dorian with a shot. You feel like he could have used his pace there and got a little bit closer, but he went for goal quite early on there. But now I think Bayern Munich are starting to ramp up the pressure a little bit. They know they've got nothing to lose, really. They're just trying to get at the top of the group as it falls to Oliveira, who shot. I mean, it said in the text at the bottom there, it said he should have scored. Yes, he should have done. Correa free kick. We're back in the game now as the ball's headed clear. Renato Sanchez brings it away, and a great counter-attack opportunity for Bayern. Renato Sanchez, if he finds his man to his left, he'll get... Someone could have had a certain goal. Went for goal himself. Rico, by the way, with a massive save in a big game. And looked really comfortable. Right, ball played in again though. Ruben Dias heads clear. And defensively, we look really good. If you just hold on and see this game out, this would be a really good win. I'm debating changes. Our midfield are going to get a little bit tired. But then again, we've got so many creative outlets out there that I almost don't want to make that change. There's the ball on the left-hand side. Pulled back to Oliveira. Rico! Holy smokes. What a save that is. 10 minutes to go. I am going to take the bold decision to go a little bit Italian here and shut up shop, and we're going to make some changes. Correa's going to come out. Os Campos is going to come in. We're going to sit slightly deeper in the midfield. We're going to bring Marcopi on for Derek on the right-hand side, for some extra legs in the centre. When I say extra legs, I mean more athletic legs. And I think we're just going to try and see this out. 10 minutes or so to go. I'd quite like to win the group. I think it gives us a much better chance of progressing in the Champions League this year. I actually think Bayern would have to score 2 because of the goal difference situation. As Perret plays the ball forward, it's headed clear. And I just realised there's 25 seconds to go. I wasn't sure what minute we're in. Oliveira, I mean, Bayern have to score now, and even then I don't even know if it's enough. So as the ball goes back, going defensive seems to have paid off spectacularly. And it looks as if then that Spal will top this group. I thought Zenit and Olympiacos would be quite easy to deal with. That's my word. That a bit of tension at the end there at the Allianz. But there we are then, 1-0. I thought we'd beat Olympiacos and Zenit. I thought the group was pretty kind. But to best Bayern Munich, to get 16 points from the group, to be unbeaten against Bayern. I mean, both games incredibly close. It was a 0-0 and a 1-0. That is probably, and I'll say this quite boldly, our best performance, that 1-0 away win at Bayern that we've had in the series so far. I don't think we'll better that. There may have been some league games that have been important, but I think the way that now sets us up, as Sebastian Spira would quite like a new contract. You're not using it as a stepping stone, but I will talk about a new contract with you. 70. What's he on right now? 32, 70 grand? I'm quite happy. You've been so good. How can I say no? I probably should have extended his contract, but he's around for a little bit longer now. Okay, it's on the Sunday, so plenty of recovery time. No need to rest the players. They'll stay match fit even with training. So, Pescara coming up. Is there going to be a draw for the Champions League in between this? Where are we here? There is... No, it's the day after Pescara Calcio. So we'll do that in today's episode. Ruben Dias has also got himself a new contract, 70 grand a week for him as well. A stalwart of the side, 27 in his prime, plays well every single year for me. It just made sense to not have to go out and buy someone when he's so good for me. And there we are then. Spirit also gets his new contract, another 4 years for him, and as much like with Diaz, it's deserved, so he can have it. Oh no. Oh, this is a situation. I mean, this was inevitable, because it's Barloco, innit? And that's just what happens. He's suspended. I haven't got another. I mean, Donnelly's going to have to do it. I mean, Donnelly, to be fair to him, he's got good marking, good tackling, heading's not the best, and he's quick. So actually, it makes sense. All right, let's put these other players on the bench, Gerardo. And yeah, so Barloco is suspended. Actually, speaking of left-backs, how is Rica getting on? 2 to 3 months out. So by March, he should be back, really. but he is declining a little bit, and he'll probably be about the same as Barloco by that point. So, but no, Emiliano Donelli gets this opportunity today. He was bought from Empoli a few years ago. He's not really featured too much in the first team. This will be his first game of the year, but he's developing quite nicely. And really, at 18 years of age, we should be giving him a little bit more game time, and this serves as a pretty good opportunity. So let's get into this one then. 40 goals so far for Heise and Spira. Just keep going, boys. Just keep going. The team remains the same. Derek and Santana in the centre, and the back line and the forward line continues as always. Up front, they've got Lovagilio. That's not how you say it, but he's very fast. At 19 acceleration on loan from Spurs, my goodness. He's not scored that many goals from this season, but did do well for AZ in the Eredivisie last season, so keep an eye out for him. As I say, very quick, but luckily for us, Scrivani and Ruben Diaz, they're not slow, so we should be okay. All right, I've told them I've got faith in them to get out there and do the business. We are in the white and blue, shooting from left to right. Second game of the episode. Let's keep at the top of this table. It's a great win away in Germany. Now we're back on our home patch. We've had games before where this is the sort of time where we are overawed a little bit and we struggle. You can already see Correa, fitness-wise, is a concern. Bon Jovi can come on if needs be, but it's going to be a corner kick, which Rico claims. And I'm a little bit edgy about this, actually. Pescara Calcio, definitely a team capable of causing me problems. As it goes forward towards Dorian Heise, Correa knocks it on. And, well, here we are then. They've got the ball at their feet, and they're working it quite nicely. That name is very similar to Pinocchio, and I quite like it. As they're working this, and we are not looking overly comfortable. Our shape's pretty good, but I just feel like it could be one pass that causes a problem. But Bellanova intercepts, and now Dorian Heise, and this is where we're deadly. Heise's speed, Spira in the centre, he's not going to miss. As Sebastian Spira, we've talked about it before, folks. It is that, and again, I hate to keep talking about the square pitch situation, but you can't do that on a square pitch, and that is kind of what I'm talking about. Heise sprints down the wing, crosses it in, Sebastian Spira, and yeah, I mean, Heise absolutely leaves this man for dead, crosses it in. There's so much space for the pair of them, and these two up front against any defence cause havoc when there's space in behind. And we're already developing a bit of a lead at the top. I just think we are so... Imagine if... No, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that out loud. I was going to comment upon if some people get injured, then we're going to have a problem. But let's not think about it. Pretty dominant first half from us. 62 or 63% possession. Certainly more shots as well. We're creating far more than Pescara Calcio, who aren't out of this though. Still only 1-0. I'm going to say you weren't that bad, but there's still room for improvement, and hopefully they quite enjoy that. Okay, second half. Still a little bit of work to do. Not done yet. I mean, one goal and they're straight back in this. I am still very much thinking about taking Correa off as a corner kick for Pescara. Played in, Ruben Diaz heads clear, but only as far as the number 10, the very pacey man on the edge. Donelli heads it away, but doesn't quite reach Spira, and it gives us a chance to break out a little bit, though, and maybe set up an attack of our own. Correa's on it now, and if we work this nicely, passing, when we saw it in the last game, we put together some lovely passing moves from deep areas. Derek forward to Dorian Heise, Bellanova on this right-hand side, and this is nice. Based on what we saw against Bayern Munich, I want to watch this and see if we can create something similar once again. We're known for our possession play. We're known for keeping the ball as Correa goes through on goal and finishes off. Again, a lovely team move. Angel Correa with the goal. And it's 2-0, and I just feel like at 2-0 we don't. I know I've got a reputation as a bottle job, right? But when we take a lead, very rarely do we throw it away. Lovely little finish by Correa to finish off a lovely team move, and that. It's a bit early to maybe say this, but should be that. It's a corner kick, Correa to take it, ball whips in, forces Sebastian Spira. Scrivani's there. He's been picking up a few goals this season. How many's he got now? Only his second. Okay, well, he scored pretty recently, so it's fresh in the mind. But there we are, 3-0, looking good, and time for some subs, I think. Okay, let's bring on, let's bring Bon Jovi on for Correa as the goal goes in behind me. Let's get Dorian Heise off. Why not? Bring Ferrer on, give him a chance in the team. And Toscano for Perret. Let's mix that up. And we missed Toscano. Toscano was so important for a number of years, just keeping the ball. He was that metronomic midfielder that I adored. And yeah, ever since the sort of more recent years when we've got in some better players, he's become a bit of a backup. But I'm sure he'll still do a job. He's got a yellow card. Well done, mate. Okay, highlight starts with the goal kick up towards Ferrer, who gets there first, heads down to Bellanova. Toscano working it in the centre. Nice to see him involved, and I mean, they've got some space out wide. If we stretch them, make the pitch feel a little bit wider, then I think we'll have an opportunity to find some space. Spira will certainly score given the opportunity. I'm dead certain of it. As they come forward here. Oh, Toscano, he's on a booking. I was scared he was going to challenge him. It's actually going to be Pescara Calcio that bring it away, though, and, well, insulting or ambitious? I'm not sure. 30 seconds or so to go in this one, folks. Of course, after this, we have the Champions League last 16 draw coming up, and where we're seeded well in that because we won the group, of course. There's going to be a few late chances, maybe, potentially not. Keeping the ball really well, though. 60% possession, 17 shots, 7 on target, and a 3-0 win. I'll take that every single day of the week. 89% pass completion as well. Really solid. Over 650 passes in the game. Very happy with the result and the way you played. And they seem delighted. Let's try and get as much green on there as possible. Nobody cares. It's not really worked. Okay, Champions League time. We'll send our assistant to this team talk so we can get to this game. And I don't actually know who's gone through. I think we want the easiest team possible in this early stage. Of course, we've gone through now. I'd almost rather be in the Europa League and have a chance to win that, but we're in the Champions League. It's our final year in the Champions League. Are they going to give us a difficult tie or one that we can handle? Here we go then. The draw for us. We can play. Oh my. Okay, well, Bayern obviously we can't play because we had them in the group. We can, though, play Chelsea, Dortmund, PSG, Barcelona. I mean, we're looking at Leverkusen, we're looking at Marseille, and we're looking at Roma, and we're hoping. Right, here we go then. That's not good. Chelsea will play Porto, okay. Two former teams of Jose Mourinho. Roma, Monaco. Oh, this is looking worse as we continue. Marseille, please give me... Okay, Manchester United have got Marseille. Paris Saint-Germain, Benfica, good. I mean, Barcelona left in there, and Dortmund and Leverkusen. It looks like it's going to be a German team. Or Barcelona. I don't want Barcelona. I don't want Barcelona. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. So we're playing but with Dortmund, Liverpool, two former teams with Klopp, Bayern Munich, two former teams of Ancelotti. This is just weird. And there we are then. That completes the Barcelona. I mean, they wanted Dorian. They probably still want Dorian. Now the good thing is Messi's retired, so he's not playing anymore at 37. But Neymar's not retired yet, and they've got Coutinho as well. And Luis Suarez is retiring at the end of the year, so it's his final year as well. So, right. In fairness, though, they are not top of La Liga as things currently stand. Although, average rating-wise, they're playing pretty well. Right, folks, so that is going to bring us to the end of the episode. 5 clean sheets in a row, looking good. Bayern Munich and Pescara Calcio dealt with. We sit now then 5 points top of the table, much like as we started the episode with Juventus having a game in hand, and that is going to bring us to the end. If you've enjoyed today's video, do drop a like on it. If you want to see some more, subscribe to the channel. If you get 1,000 likes, I'll make sure there's a weekend upload. So we love with care from me, Dr. Minton. Until next time, goodbye.